Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Roger Vickery from ARB, and I'm also from Creek to Coast, where I'm supposed to be the four-wheel drive guru. And that's not because I'm clever, it's because I'm really old and I've spent so long in the four-wheel drive industry. Differential is a device that's in between the front wheels and another one in between the back wheels. And what a differential does is allow your wheels to turn at different speeds. And why we need to do that is, if you watch me, imagine my left hand is the outside wheel, and imagine I'm the inside wheel, and I'm turning a really tight right-hand bend. And that outside left-hand wheel has to travel a lot further than the inside wheel. A long way, in fact, and it has to turn a lot faster than the inside wheel. Different speed of wheels. That's where the differential name came from. What it allows for is one wheel to go slower while the other one can go faster. That way we can go around a corner, the wheels stay turning at the right rate. If we had a solid locked up diff or no diff, the wheels are going to turn at the same rate exactly. You're going to have all sorts of trouble with squealing tyres, wearing tyres, hard to steer, stuff like that. So we've got a differential. The really, really bad part of a normal differential is that it lets the wheel with no traction spin. The wheel with grip doesn't get any drive at all, can't do anything. The wheel that's useless is the wheel that the diff gives all its go-to. And that's a problem for a four-wheel drive. So we're going to recreate what happened all those years ago in that old Patrol, and Guy is going to drive this nice new Hilux up this little mound of dirt in two-wheel drive and just see how far he can get in two. And you'd have to agree that that's unbelievable. A $50,000 Hilux, it's barely out of level, it's trying to drive up a little mound of dirt, and it can't. And that's a normal diff acting like that. But as with the Nissan, we can put this in four-wheel drive, and Guy's going to put it in four-wheel drive and see how much further along the track he can get. So we've got over our first bump quite easily. Now we're further down the track and we've hit the next one. And look at that. The car's still basically sitting dead level. We're on flat ground and we're totally and completely stuck. So to continue forward motion, we need to utilise the traction of those two wheels that have got grip. So what Guy's going to do now is engage the front and the rear diff locks. And he's just going to drive on up that little mound. And he's got a wheel completely up in the air, and it doesn't matter because all the drive is driving on that other wheel that's in contact with the ground. If you had a normal open diff, the wheel in the air would be spinning like crazy and the other wheel would be doing nothing for him. Now there's bound to be plenty of you blokes in particular watching this thinking to yourself, what a load of BS, I could get my car and I could just charge straight over all that and get through there in two-wheel drive even. But if you look at the attitude of the car and said, I'm going to go fast enough to get through it, you're going to get thrown around the cab like a walnut in a stormy sea. It's going to be as rough as anything. And that is the great thing about lockers, is you can usually drive really quietly and gently through the bad stuff. And the other thing about this little demonstration, it's not on a hillside. Hillsides are where we get stuck, where we have our problems. And if you had mounds of dirt like that on a hill, all the momentum in the world is going to run out after about the second bump, and you're going to be stuck. So this is just for the purpose of a demonstration of the amount of drive you can get out of your vehicle. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope you learned something. Thank you.